Tuloy-tuloy po ang bakbakan dito sa Manny Pacquiao presents Blow by Blow in partnership with San Miguel Beer. Nandito po tayo sa Executive Sports Complex, Barangay Mauay, Mandaluyong. Umuusok po ang fisticuffs dito. The fireworks are on Blow by Blow. Next fight po natin, Jun Solis from Batangas versus Gellier Feruelo from Mandaluyong City. 4 rounds po tayo, 122 pounds ang limit po natin. And that's in the super bantamweight division. Si Solis po is 24, Feruelo is a teenager. Maganda ang height advantage ni Feruelo. He's +4 in terms of height. And there's gotta be a mistake in our reach, 69 inches. Hindi naman siguro 53 inches. Si Solis, that must be 63 inches for Solis. But southpaw po si Feruelo. And this is going to be an exciting one. We are in the super bantamweight division. This was a division where Manny Pacquiao won the IBF championship from Lelo Ledwaba back in 2001. Let's hear it now from our ring announcer, Bobby Mondejar.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming out of the dugout, fighter Gellier Feruelo. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming out of the dugout, Jun Solis. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao presents Blow by Blow here at Barangay Mauay Executive Sports Complex, Mandaluyong City, in partnership with San Miguel Beer, in coordination with Barangay Chairman Bernie Evangelista and Mayor Benamin Abalos. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 120.3 pounds. He has a record of 1 loss. Fighting out of El Tigre Boxing Gym, Mandaluyong City. Ladies and gentlemen, Gellier Feruelo. Right across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 121.8 pounds. He has a record of 1 loss. Fighting out of King of Pound Fitness Center, Batangas. Ladies and gentlemen, Jun Solis. Judges at ringside, Elmo Coloma, Don Arguelles, and Silvestre Abainsa. Third man in the ring, referee Sammy Bernabe. This will be 4 rounds of professional boxing.
Coach, lapit. Okay, 4 rounds. Gusto ko malinis na laban ha. At makinig kayo sa akin. Yung suntok sa batok, bawal. Low blow, bawal. Okay? Good luck. Touch club.
Okay, we're about to start round number 1. 4 rounds po tayo in the super bantamweight division. At si Feruelo po has a distinct advantage in height. He's 5'8", patangkad po siya. He's wearing the black gloves and the white trunks with a white stripe down the sides. Southpaw po si Feruelo. Let's see whether his advantage. Ang kalaban po niya si Jun Solis. Now both these fighters have had 1 fight in their professional careers. Both of them coming off losses. So naghahanap sila ng kanilang unang-unang panalo in their professional careers. Feruelo trying to lead off with that right hand. He is the southpaw. At si Solis naman po, he comes from the King of the Pound Fitness Center in Batangas. Natalo po siya split decision to Remar Andonga. That was back in December of last year. At si Feruelo naman galing sa decision loss also by split decision to Mark Predog. That was last January. El Tigre Gym po ang stable ni Gellier Feruelo. Okay, dapat gamitin naman ni Feruelo ang kanyang reach advantage. He's got a 69-inch reach. Got to keep pumping that right hand. He is a southpaw. And he towers over Jun Solis. Yun na, ang right jab na binibitawan ni Feruelo.
Stop. Leg break.
At si Feruelo, meron ding right hook na ginagamit dun. So he's not just strictly a right jabber. He sometimes leads off with that right hook. So Jun Solis needs to be able to read kung anong klaseng suntok ang mga galing kay Feruelo if Solis wants to fight a counter style.
Makinig
Third man in the ring is Sammy Bernabe. We all know that Sammy Bernabe also had a professional career. He fought 9 years from 1990 to 1999. You remember him as a featherweight. And 29 fights overall under the belt of Sammy Bernabe, who's now a licensed Games and Amusements Board referee. Isa sa mga matalik natin na kaibigan niya, si Sammy Bernabe. I remember he had a 4-fight stand against Alvin Magramo, and they split those 4 fights. 2 wins for Bernabe, 2 wins for Magramo. Okay, Feruelo again leading off with that right jab and then throwing that left straight in combination. Halos hindi makaporma dito si Solis. No, I think he's being intimidated by the size and the length of Feruelo. And that's the end of round number 1. Solis has to do a lot more if he wants to make a statement sa laban na to. If he wants to break into the win column. Again, both these fighters, wala pa po silang panalo sa kanilang professional careers. This is their second fight, looking for their first win. And we're getting a good view of our round girl as she announces the round coming up. Feruelo versus Solis. Yan po si Solis getting instructions from his cornerman na si Jun Solis. At over in the blue corner naman, si Feruelo getting instructions from his cornerman Omar Abejuela.
Seconds out.
All right, Sammy Bernabe, third man in the ring now, bringing both fighters to the center, and that's getting on round number 2. No impact punches scored here so far. Solis with an accidental right hand that scored as Feruelo was coming in. But he's got to be more deliberate sa kanyang mga suntok. Solis has to put some pressure on Feruelo. Otherwise, he's just going to be a punching bag. Tatamaan na tatamaan siya ng right jab ni Feruelo, and he's dictating the pace. You need Roque to do something more than just stand around and hope to counterpunch. That time, nice counterpunch, a right hand coming from Solis, but Feruelo backing away after he darted in. A right hand there, scored by Solis, and that appears to be a chink in the armor ni Feruelo. Hinababa niya yung kanyang kanang kamay, tinatamaan siya ni Solis. Actually, yung kaliwang kamay ang binababa ni Feruelo, tinatamaan siya ng kanan ni Solis. And there's a wild swing by Solis. He cannot expect to connect from that distance. He's got to come closer. Kung hindi, magbiminti siya. We're talking of Solis. Ang ginagawa dito ni Solis, iniintay niyang pumasok si Feruelo para maka-counter siya. Because he can't fight it from a distance. Yun ang iniintay ni Solis. Pagpasok ni Feruelo, nakaabang siya, no? Tatapon siya ng kanyang kanan. Ang problema, he's turned into a one-handed fighter. Hindi siya gumagamit ng jab.
Okay, stop. Okay, diyan ka lang.
Sadali.
Dok.
Ano to? May
Headbutt yun. Sinimyas ko
Ano
na.
ito? May
accidental.
accidental
Tugan
headbutt.
eh, kaliwa kanan eh.
And
Okay, Doc.
there's Roque. He also has a slight cut
Okay, time in ha.
underneath his
Okay, box.
right eye. But Sammy Burdem calling the ringside physician. And Solis talagang hindi niya maabutan si Feruelo. Feruelo's keeping a safe distance away. And plus yung kanyang right jab, no? Solis. Talagang hindi niya ma-unload ang kanyang ammunition dito. Hirap siya rito. But he's got to find a way. Hindi naman pwedeng titingnan lang niya ang kanyang kalaban. There's got to be some instructions from his corner on how to fight Feruelo. Right now, it's Feruelo who's just simply dictating the pace, throwing the right jab, keeping Solis away. And alam ni Feruelo, ang style dito ni Solis is aabang tapos kakauntan ng right hand. Yun ang right hand ni Solis. But he really hasn't connected with any sort of consistency in this fight. Ang kailangan ni Solis dito, a little bit of side-to-side movement just to be able to create angles ni Feruelo. Let's take a look at the punch of the round brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Makikita po natin yun, ang combination and then a wild swing coming from Solis. So he's looking to counter with the right hand. Ayun, no? Tumama yun on the neck of Feruelo, but just as Feruelo was backing off, so mukhang napag-aralin ni Feruelo kung anong gagawin niya rito, no? He darts in and then he moves out, realizing that Solis wants to counter with the right hand. So anticipated na ni Feruelo kung anong gagawin ni Solis. So Solis has to be less predictable, maybe use a little bit of footwork and go to the side where Feruelo is weakest. And I would think that would be the left side. Binababa niya ang kanyang kaliwang kamay, and that will be an opening for the right hand ni Solis. Ito, bumabato si Solis ngayon. And then the right jab coming from Feruelo. Up. He was pushed down. Feruelo was pushed down by Solis. And Solis knows that he's got to step up his attack. Kailangan niyang gumawa ng paraan dito as he comes charging in.
Holding.
Ito, pressure na, no? Pressure coming from Solis. One-two combination coming from Feruelo and then Solis with the counter right hand. So notice, halos hindi ginagamit ni Solis yung kanyang kaliwang kamay. It's all the right hand. And he's using it as a counter punch pagpasok ni Feruelo. When Feruelo throws that right jab, he's looking to throw that right hand.
Olo, ingat ha. Stop. Clean break.
Referee
Olo,
Bernam
ingat,
cautioning
ha?
both fighters
Harap.
to watch their heads.
Harap.
A wild swing coming from Solis. And again, that distance is not there para kay Solis. Mahaba si Feruelo, ang layo niya. And Solis really has to do something to be able to land some punches here. Walang masyadong impact ang ginagawa niya rito. Some shots being thrown here by Feruelo. And for Feruelo, everything starts with that right jab. That sets off his motion. Yun na naman ang kanyang right jab. And he needs to follow that up with the left. Solis again, looking at what he can do. Hinihintay niya si Feruelo na pumasok. for him to throw the right hand. But walang adjustment dito, no, sa fighting style ni Solis. So he's clearly being outboxed by Feruelo. Round number 3 coming to a close.
Stop! Stop! Ulo ha, ingat
And
ha.
Solis is now
Okay.
using his head to bulldoze his way through the defense ni Feruelo. That's not gonna cut it. End of round number 3. Wala pa tayo nakikitang major adjustment na ginagawa ni Solis to put this fight in his favor.
Yun ang Feruelo.
Round number 4 coming up. This is the last round in the super bantamweight contest. Punch of the round brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Makikita po natin si Feruelo coming through with that left hand. Ito yung double right jab and then the left connecting on the jaw of Solis, and then Solis countering with the right hand. That has been his basic weapon, yung counter na kanan niya. Solis from King of Pound Fitness Center in Batangas, and originally from Iloilo City, and that's where he was born. At si Feruelo naman po,
Okay, back,
he
back,
is from Sorsogon and now fights out of the El Tigre gym in Mandaluyong. Last round na po tayo rito. Solis has to do something dramatic if he can steal this fight away from Feruelo. Ito, he's swinging away. I mean, he's going for broke. And he knows he needs a knockout to win this fight. He's throwing everything he's got behind that right hand. Again, halos hindi natin nakita yung kanyang kaliwa dito sa laban na to. And if you're going to go inside the boxing ring, you have to be a two-fisted fighter. You cannot rely on just one hand. Again, the right hand swinging for Solis. Oh, that's it. The counter right hand. That's it. Finally, it got through. And Feruelo down.
6.
He's being counted. He goes down on a knee.
Lakad. Lakad ka rito.
Now, is he okay?
Hey.
Sabi nga natin kanina, he's going for broke. The only way that he can win is if he can score a knockout. And sure enough, he caught Feruelo with a big right hand. That was the only way that he could win this fight.
Stop.
To score a knockout. At bumagsak nga si Feruelo. What a turn of events. A knockdown scored by Solis. And there he is again. He's pummeling Feruelo. Feruelo's getting a lot of punches here from Solis, but he's got to keep up the attack. There's over a minute left. And Solis might have punched himself out, but now he's recoiling. Feruelo's fighting back. Ito, nabuhayan si Feruelo. And he noticed that bumagal dito si Solis, and now Feruelo's turning the tables. Oh, what a fight this has turned out to be here in the last round. Less than a minute to go. Feruelo's moving in. Solis looks like he's stuckered out. He gave it all he had. He was able to score a knockdown, but now Feruelo looks like he's punched him, or rather, Solis looks like he's punched himself out. Feruelo coming through. Solis' mouth is wide open. Hapong-hapo na siya. And Feruelo. Wow, what a comeback here for Feruelo, because bumagsak siya early in this round. And Solis, again, relying on that one shot, that right hand. He's gasping for air. And Feruelo connecting. Oh, what a fight. At matatapos na po tayo. We're anticipating the final bell, and that's it. Solis, a little bit of redemption para sa kanya because he scored that late knockdown. But Feruelo coming right back. Solis ran out of gas after scoring the knockdown and almost got himself knocked out. Bago po natapos yung laban, Solis was looking to counter with a right hand all night long. He couldn't get the distance. He couldn't get the right angle. But finally in the fourth round, pumasok na ang kanyang kanan, and that brought down Feruelo. That brought down the tree It's like chopping down a big sequoia tree. Ito, makita na naman natin. Sapul na sapul yun, yung cannon. And we knew from the start that that was the only punch that Solis had in his arsenal. What a turn of events! Let's hear it now from Bobby Mondejar.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, here are the scores of the 3 judges. Judge Coloma scored it 39-36 Solis. Judge Sabainsa scored it 38-37 Feruelo. And Judge Arguelles scored it 38-38. We have a split draw. Tabla po, mga kaibigan.
Oh, a draw! Solis salvaging a draw. Oh, that's unbelievable. That knockdown saved the day para sa kanya. The knockdown that he scored in round number 4 got him off the hook. Although one of the judges, Sylvester Abainza, had it for Feruelo, which was actually my own scorecard. I thought Feruelo had done enough to win, but round number 1 and round number 2 now coming up. Some highlights of the fight just ended. Wala siyang ginamit na left hand, but yun, tumatama yung kanyang right hand. Then the big knockdown that he scored in round number 4, the counter right hand. And Feruelo, his head bouncing off the canvas. He got up and then he went down on a knee. And then a furious attack, a furious assault there by Solis to try to end the fight. He punched himself out. He ran out of gas towards the end. But, well, he saved the day